Cliff, your thoughts first of all on the start of the season?
Yeah, it's been hectic. The games come thick and fast, and it's been enjoyable. So we're constantly looking to push on and improve from where we're at the moment. So yeah, the group's been good.
A big thing we're continuing that momentum and that positive form from last season over the summer. Do you feel that you managed to do that?
Listen, I think the momentum is down to the boys and how good a shape they've come back in after the summer with the summer off. Everyone's come back in good condition, which has enabled us to hit the ground running on the training ground in terms of ball work and getting right into it. So yeah, not so much, what's happened last year has happened. We want to push on and fully focus on this year.
The condition that the players have come back in have been talked about a lot, but also the numbers that they were posting in pre-season has given you a real kind of platform to launch off into this season. Yeah,
that has done. The medical team and the sports science team have worked tirelessly over the summer to create the programs for the players' individual needs, and we're getting benefits from that from the early part in terms of the training numbers and what they can achieve on a daily basis and match to match. So, but we're always pushing and we're looking to improve and push that further and further, as is everyone at the football club. So that'll be the focus with us.
What have you made to the way that the new lads have settled in?
Yeah, they've settled in really well. I think it was a key factor in the club and the manager getting the players in as early as we did, enable everyone to come on pre-season. We had a trip away where you're in each other's pockets for 5-6 days, which I think accelerates the players to be able to settle, and the characteristics of the players we brought in have been strong, so it's been good.
Fantastic competition for places that you've got so far.
It is, yeah. We wanted healthy competition right throughout, and that's reflected in the recruitment in the summer, and we've got some excellent young kids that are pushing through the academy as well, so it's competition is coming from all directions.
That leads us on to this game in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We've seen a lot of changing between the teams, particularly for the Carabao Cup games as well, but strong teams being filled. Is that going to continue to be the case for this one? Yeah,
will be. We've not picked up anything from the weekend's game, and we'll be going more or less the same squad as what we had in the previous game, so we'll be looking to be competitive.
And it's enabled you to kind of share the minutes around the team. We talked about that competition for places, but players are getting the opportunity to stake a claim with regular appearances. Yeah, listen, there's regular appearances and how we make changes within games, but it's not for any reason other than we plan to perform or we plan to win the game that we're in. So it's not a case the manager will never go around sharing minutes with anybody. It's minutes that are earned, and it's minutes that are justified when players come on and impact the game and maybe earn a place in the team for the following game. So that's the result of the healthy competition that we have within the squad, and we want to keep driving that. This competition did well in last season, unfortunate not to get to the final four. Is the same again this year in terms of the focus and looking to progress as far as possible?
Yeah, we want to progress as far as we can, of course we do, and it creates a good momentum around the place when games are coming and performances are backing her up, which then leads to results. So no different in this competition. It's one we want to do well in and one we'll be striving to do well in.
What are you expecting from Huddersfield as a team?
Very, very experienced manager and backroom staff with a very experienced team, and they've had a strong start to the season so far. So how they approach this game, I think they don't have a game this Saturday on account of some international call-ups, so I would assume they will go strong, and even if they do decide to make changes, they've got strength and depth all through the squad and healthy competition.
And is that competition, particularly when a team has started well, anybody who comes in is looking to kind of force their way into anybody's plans?
Yeah, you want to be part of it. Everybody wants to be part of the 11. It's no different at this football club. Unfortunately, only 11 can be picked, but the hungriness that we have within the group is really good, and knowing Michael and a little bit as I do, he'll be creating that hungriness within his squad as well, and like I say, it's resulted in a positive start for them for the start of the season so far.
You mentioned no injuries picked up over the weekend. Grant's talked about Ben Close being involved on Tuesday night. It'd be good to have him back and getting some minutes, whatever capacity that is.
Yeah, it will be. However that may look on Tuesday, he's worked extremely hard. There's been a lot of individual days and individual sessions, but he's been back in amongst the group, and it's been really pleasing to have somebody of Ben's character and obviously his qualities that he can bring to the football team as well. So yeah, we'll see how that develops on Tuesday.
And that competition for places we've talked about so much, particularly facing the middle of the park.
It is, yeah. It's a really good dynamic in there, depending on what selection the manager decides to pick and whatever game we're in. So we've got a good variation of midfield players in there, so which is really pleasing.
Good to see James Maxwell back among the group as well after his operation.
Yeah, it is. He's been back in the building now the last 2 or 3 days and settling back in, and it's been difficult, and the medical team felt it was right for him just spend a little bit of time away and get himself right, because mentally he's going to have to push and push quickly and hard, because I believe the recovery process will accelerate the more he gets on the grass. So James is looking forward to that, because he had a terrific off-season, come back in really good nick, and I think that bodes well for how quickly he can potentially recover from this one.